My name's Ariana.
My name is Kiki.
Your name's not Kiki.
No, I'm Kiki's friend.
Yeah, what's your name though?
My name is Kiki's friend.
Yeah, this is Kiki's friend. Hey!
No, that's my friend.
It's my cousin.
That's my brother.
That's my brother.
Welcome back to my channel.
And I'm Tamaya. Now, y'all ready for some food?
Yeah!
Wait, hold on. Did we let them know? This is also a review of the Netflix show Raising Dion. Alright, well.
Pepperoni.
Pizza is stuffed crust. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? Alright, first up we got Monet and Ace, because they're the youngest. Ace, get your slice.
Wait.
Ace, get your slice, Acey. Woo, what you doing? Alright, Monet.
Hold on.
That's a big old slice for you.
I'm not trying to get no big slice.
Okay, get this one. There you go. Now Ariana.
We're gonna go and take that big piece.
Then Kieran. Kieran is 1 year younger than me. I don't know what you just found on the floor, but that is back where it came from.
Slide. Pull up on the plot now, please.
What is he talking? Y'all, I don't know where that came from, but that's
y'all. Can I have the ring?
I got.
I'm eating.
What's the point of that though?
Chop. So guys.
All right.
Yo. We got this magic. Oh yeah, we should.
All right, y'all. We're back and we have the crazy bread.
Yeah, they just came back out with it.
No, they didn't. They had this for a while, man.
Yeah, they did. I know.
Okay, here's Ace's.
But I don't want one.
Here is Ariana's. Oh wait, hold on. Y'all, this is the stuffed crust cheese crazy bread.
You start eating already.
I don't know if we're supposed to get this, but
What?
let me make sure this is the right one though. Because there's another bag in here. Yeah, I think it's this one. And then some ranch. That's crazy bread.
I thought it was supposed to be cold.
And now it's time for Kool-Aid.
Magic Kool-Aid!
This is some ghetto Kool-Aid, you know. It's in
Look at
a Cane's. No, let's recycle that clip. Alright guys, we're back. And let's just get it back. And let me just explain to y'all. I'll be telling the first episode. Kiki will be doing the second one. And Ariana will be doing the third one. If she remembers, sorry about that.
Why?
We watched it like last week.
Why am I saying me?
Oh yeah, Ace will do, I think, the fourth one.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, Raising Dion.
I'm doing the first one. Okay?
Yeah, and what the cooking?
Yeah. Spoiler alert. But yeah. Okay, so in the first episode, Dion and his mom are getting ready for school and work, and his mom is running really late. So Kieran is not Kieran. Yo, let me restart that real quick. Okay, so Dion and his mom are getting ready for school and for work, and Dion is rushing because his mom is like, hurry up, Dion, come on, we gotta go. And Dion she's gonna say Kieran.
You want to know your mom or something?
No. What? He's saying Kieran. Are getting ready. Dion's gonna go to school, his mom's gonna work. And so,
What?
his mom is rushing him, telling him he has to hurry up. So Dion's also rushing, like eating his cereal super fast. He has some, I think, Fruit Loops. I don't know. But he's going, yeah, super fast, trying to hurry up. And so his mom goes out the room and Dion trying to move his cereal to the sink. And so he spills his cereal on the ground. Well, not on the ground. It starts to float in the air because he thinks he has some superpowers on. So his cereal is floating and he's just walking around like, hey, what's going on? And then his mom comes back about a minute later and scares him, so all the cereal falls to the ground. And then he starts to tell his mom about how he has superpowers. And then she's like, oh, okay, or magic powers. She's like, oh, okay, well, show me later. We gotta get to work and school. So they get in the car and they're on the way to work or in school, like I said. And Dion's just in the back seat and he's always, I'm sorry y'all, I don't know what they're talking about. I think they're talking about giving the food to the dogs. Hey! Oh my god, y'all, he farted. I'm so sorry about that. I'm supposed to be explaining this. Can y'all quiet down a bit? Okay. Okay, and then they're in the car and Dion's like, hey, she stink. What is that? Y'all heard it?
Yeah, you heard that bubble sound?
Yeah, but y'all, and he's trying to float it up in the air. And then his mom goes through a straight thing of some traffic cars, and then Dion does not see it, but the people watching it see that there is some trash on the side of the road. It starts to float up, so Dion is, controlling it. And then they get to school. Like I said, Dion doesn't know about the trash floating, and Dion was telling his mom about how he has no friends and all of that because he is super smart, and that's why he moved up a grade. No, he has one friend. What's her name? Esmeralda?
Is it my name? It's Esmeralda. Esmeralda.
Esmeralda?
Yeah.
I think her name's Esmeralda. If that's wrong, I'll put it up here, but I think it's Esmeralda. And he says that she doesn't count. She doesn't have any friends either. So, well. I'm sorry, Ace farted again. Okay.
I'm out. Choose one from me out. Bye. Bye, y'all.
I'm just playing. Hey, y'all, we're back. We're back. Bangers.
We're back. Bangers. We're back.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that again, but he says his only friend is Esmeralda, and Esmeralda, and she doesn't count because she doesn't have friends either, which is sad. He goes to see some of the guys in his school. There's some skater boys or something. I don't know what they are, but they're mean. For second graders, they are mean. And so he goes up to them, and I'm sorry that he forgot what happened. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering over here. I forgot what happened, but they were being mean to him, and then his mom saw, and she was just like, I'm sorry for you, Dion. And then she had to run to work. She was gonna be late. And fast forward, he gets out of school. Esmeralda is talking to him. He's talking to her, and he says, I went to the skate park with those skater boys that were being mean to him. I don't know why he wants to go. And Esmeralda says, well, your mom's late every day, so just go. She won't find out. And Dion's like, well, okay then. So he goes to the skate park, and those boys are there, and they see him. Dion has no skateboard, no skating pads, helmet, nothing on. And he just goes up to them, and they're like, what are you doing, mama's boy? Dion, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I know how to skate, and all that, talking big stuff. And so he tries, and he uses one of the boys' skateboards, and he keeps falling and falling and falling. And just one time, he went up, and he flew through the air. I had no idea what he did, but he flew, and he landed perfectly. He did a whole flip thingy. I don't know about skating, y'all, but do y'all know what that was? What was that?
I believe he did a twist on the skating board.
Yeah, it looked what is it called?
A 360.
A 360
twirl.
twirl. I guess so.
He went like this. He flew and he did a 360 on and then he pushed it and landed on the
And then right when he landed, his mom came, started yelling at him. She said, get to the car right now. Nobody told you to come to the skate park. What are you doing? And so he got back in the car. I'm sorry, Ace is dancing. Good job, Ace. Come on.
She dropped my water. Look at this.
Alright guys, flashback. So his mom was actually late to work and she got fired, which is horrible. And she was just real sad about it, very upset. And so she went to have Huh?
Tell me who the daddy is.
Oh, not yet. That's not even.
That's
That's in a second.
Alright, we
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. And then his mom goes to have lunch, I think, with her sister Kat and her friend.
That's her sister. Kat is her sister.
Kat is her sister, and the other person I think was her friend. Yeah. And they were just talking about, oh well, you could work here, you could work there, and then they started talking about her dating because her husband died. Pat is the best friend of Dion's dad. Let me say that one more time. Pat is best friends with Dion's dad. Well, was, because his dad died. Or died in a flood. And so Pat is just like, oh, hi guys. Is just talking with them. And Dion's mom tells him about Dion getting in trouble at school. No, not at school, at the skate park where he ran away from school. And she tells him to go upstairs in their apartment. And he goes, and they talk outside. And then Pat follows him to the apartment, and then he says, oh, well, Dion invited me here. And she's like, how? And Dion says, on Reptile Repo, which is the game that he plays all the time. And I guess, well, reptiles, I don't know what.
T-Rex is eating dinosaurs. Gotta beat the other player.
Yeah, okay. I guess you can chat or something in there. And Pat's like, well, I want to take him out for lunch. And then Dion's mom finally agrees because he was supposed to be in trouble. He's supposed to be grounded. And so she's like, okay, take him, but no dessert, no nothing. No soda. And so they go and they talk, and then they're talking about comics and superheroes. And Dion says, I have superpowers, I know how to do magic. And then he starts being loud in the restaurant and super loud to where other people are like looking at them and like, superpowers? Because they're going like this at each other and like all that. And then Dion changes the subject to about his dad and starts to ask about what happened to my dad. So what happened? I just want to know. And then, hold on, y'all. Let me think first. He starts to say that he was in a flood and stuff like that. He just kept saying things, and then he tried to change the subject. And then it fast forward to where he takes Dion home. They're at the front of the apartment. They go upstairs, go to the front door, and Pat just lets Dion go inside. He got some ice cream on his shirt, which he was not supposed to get. Misbehaving. And then he talks to Dion's mom about how he told him about his dad. He was talking about fishy on me. Fishy on me. Fishy on me.
Alright, it's my turn.
Oh, episode 1's not done. Let me talk to him for a second. What ended episode 1 after he took him to get
Yes, ice cream. Okay. And then the episode ended.
It ended?
Yeah.
No, I think it was more than that.
No, it was not.
I really do think it was. How did episode 1 end?
When he bought him ice cream, did it? When he got to the restaurant.
When he got dessert and stuff. And then he came home and it ended?
Yes.
For real?
Somebody said I'm turning to that. Let me see.
It might be from the pizza box. Did you have it on your legs? Because my brother had the...
Smart.
Is that Jesse? I'm sorry, Jesse. Okay, so that's how the episode ends. Dion goes to bed. I'm pretty sure if there's some more, I'm sorry. I don't remember. I don't recall. And then episode 2, I'll have Ariana come and explain that. Or sorry, Kieran will come and explain episode 2. But I think in episode 1, yeah, that's where it ended. At Pat taking Dion home and talking about. Then Dion's mom went and got, I think, a glass of wine or something, I don't know. And then she just got in the bathtub and started thinking about how her husband died. And then she I think she went under the water or something. I don't know what she did, but she started thinking about how he drowned in the water, and then it showed a flashback to his dad drowning in the water, and it was just so sad. I did not like that part. And then it just showed him going under the water. Episode's gone. Alright, it's Kean's turn to talk about episode 2. Alright, here we go.
Alright, look. More of the story. After that, like, she was just he was just go back to school. She was just look for a job, So the mother seen him throw up Legos, twirl them around, and it cut her right there in the center. And then she went to the hospital, and she said that he got superpowers. He told her sister he got superpowers. And then she said, "All right, let's go back in there." And he showed her. He said, and then she said no. And then they went to the store for his medicine because he had asthma. They went to the store for his medicine, and
the Twix was flying up.
Yeah, and the Twix, he wanted them Twix. And then she went to the other store. And then she went to the other store, and then she wanted him to start stealing stuff a little bit for her, Yeah, because they went to the candy store and stole.
No, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
they went to the candy store, and she was trying to teach him to. This is after Dion was laying in the bed with her because he was scared, and she got out a box and gave him a watch that was his dad's, and so he started going to the candy store because he was taking Twix and stuff on accident with his powers. So he went to the candy store that had a bunch of Twix, and his mom said, "Control yourself and don't move the Twix." And he finally did it because the watch that was his dad helped him. Alright, go on.
And then after that, went to school next day. The boy said, "Let me do a magic trick with your watch." And then he said, "Okay." And then he said, "Make it disappear." And then he brought it back. He said, "Hey, give it back. Hey, give it back." And then he had the watch on. And then he said no. And then the boy started walking. He got boom, slammed into the wall. Raising Dion did that. And then he got his watch back. And
Dion did that with his powers. He slammed.
And y'all, guess what? It had a little bit racing in it. Now, after this episode, we're going to have to get done. We're going to have to close this out for summer. Because, And then,
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Okay. And then, that's when he went to the principal office, and then they met the science teacher.
They were being a little racist about that. They were being racist about that.
Because he was black.
She threw her ice at him.
Let me get one.
She threw her ice.
Y'all, close this cover. We're going to
y'all, what you doing over there? Hurry up, come on, explain.
And then after that, and then he got up into a tree because he was chasing the squirrel.
Alright guys, I'm sorry about that. The camera turned off, but so him and his mom got in a boat, they went in the water. Dion got some fish up in the air, water up in the air. Go to another part, they got out of that. Dion sees a squirrel climb into the tree, and he climbs
go there.
up the tree
Over there.
with his superpowers.
Go there.
So he's up the tree, screaming, crying because of his asthma. So his mom has to hurry. Yeah, it's a tall tree, and his mom has to help him get down. They eventually get down. That night, his mom is looking out the window because she hears something, and she sees Dion outside with a bunch of people.
Be careful.
Y'all, this is the scary part. A little bit scary to me.
Be careful.
So I'm gonna go in the room with other people. Okay, so Dion is his mom was outside with his mom, and he sees a squirrel climb up a tree, so he uses his superpowers on accident to but anyways, so Dion is out in the water like I told his mom. He pulls some fish into the air. Then his mom tells him that they can't breathe, so he pulls some water in the air, and then he starts to accidentally pull some trees down, And they get out of that, fast forward, and that night, they stayed there. His mom is looking out of a window because she hears something outside, and she sees Dion out there. I don't know what Dion's doing out there, but she also sees some rain people. Rain people. I don't know what is that, but she goes out there and she's like, "What are you doing, Dion? It's 4 a.m. Why are you outside?" He's like, "The rain people. The rain people." And I'm over here sitting scared on my bed because I had no idea what he's talking about. But she goes out there. She sees rain people. It's raining down outside, and there's like ghost-looking blue people. And then she sees her husband. Dion sees his dad. And they suspect that something happened to all of these people that was the same thing. And they see their dad, so they walk up to him and they start to talk to him. He talks to them, says, "You need to get out of here. You need to leave, man. You need to leave. Get out of here. It's not safe." So they stay there. They stay there the night there. In the morning, a cop is at their house, and then he knocks on the door, or a sheriff, something like that. And he says a woman named Jill went missing, and she lived on the other side of the creek. Last night, she went missing during the rainstorm. Yo, I have no idea what happened there. But later, another spoiler alert, y'all. Later, Jill goes missing. Jill goes missing, y'all. I'm sorry, they're telling me to be quiet. I think they're on the phone. I don't know what they're doing. But Jill goes missing in the storm. Later, we find out that Jill also has superpowers like Dion. She has superpowers. And she got turned into a ghost person in the rainstorm. Y'all, it's a crazy movie. Y'all need to watch it. I'm not going to spoil the rest of the movie because it gets really good. Pat, he's sketchy, y'all. Do not trust Pat. Don't trust him. But, yeah, so I'm going to tell you for now. We might tell you in another mukbang. Part 2, maybe, maybe not. Just make sure you go watch it. Out on Netflix. Go watch it. Raising Dion. But make sure, before you do that, that's it for the Raising Dion mukbang. Make sure you go watch that. It's out on Netflix right now. This was awesome. Little Caesars, thumbs up. It's the bomb. But before anything, I'm going to give y'all a 10-second challenge. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button, and comment down below your favorite animal. Ready, set, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job if you did that. Thank you so much. Make sure you go back to our channel. You can watch some more of our videos. Come back another time because we will have some back-to-back bangers uploaded. Say bye. Here's Jazzy. I think she wants my pizza. I'll give you some in a minute. But anyways, bye guys.